Good evening, everyone. Glad you could make it on this very beautiful evening. It's always tough this time of year to take time out and do practice when it's so beautiful outside, but maybe there'll be a little time if you want to take a walk afterwards. We might end a little bit early today. So welcome, and we're nearing the end of this eight-month program, and pretty much we're doing a variety of guided meditations that are available on YouTube. Everyone that's on here tonight is obviously registered. So following this meditation tonight, in about a week or so, you'll receive a follow-up email with a link to this meditation. And you can also find the other, like probably 14 YouTube meditations that I've done in the past that are up online as well, that you can review and use for your own guidance in your practice. So I thought I would begin just with a short reading by Donna Falls. This is Let Go of Something. Let go of something, somewhere. Use yoga to become aware, to touch what lies beneath the surface of the skin. Is there tension, longing for release, a knot of fear so deep and familiar that you believe it's part of who you are? Ease into dark corners, locked rooms, unexplored hallways. Gain entry not by force or will, but only by softness. The only thing you could do, determined to save, the only life you have to save. So just settling in, we'll move right into practice tonight. And for those that are new, this is a guided practice, so just move along with it. And if I'm giving too much guidance, you can ignore that and do what feels right for you. So stay comfortable with what feels good to you. Use your own judgment around that. And we'll do some loving kindness practice tonight, some attention practice, what we call shamatha practice, concentration training. And we'll probably do a little bit of awareness as well within that, and some body scan. So why don't we start with a little bit of body scan? I find that in my own practice, bringing relaxation into the body is very helpful to soothe the nervous system and set the foundation for then doing a deeper concentration practice. We dive right into concentration practice immediately. From our speedy day, we tend to get lost in a lot of mind wandering. And so I suggest that if you're doing a practice, that this body scan is a good way to begin. So as we begin, just settling into your posture. You're in your chair, feet are flat on the floor. Back is fairly straight. Arms can be, or the hands can be in the lap or on the legs. Chin is tipped down slightly. And the eyes can be closed fully or just partially. There's benefits to partially closing the eyes because there's less of a division between the sense of inside the self and outside the self. There's more of an integration of the body and the space around the body. So that's something you can try at some point, or even tonight if you'd like. But if you're used to this closing the eyes, that's fine as well. And we'll begin just by connecting to whatever brought you tonight. What was the intention behind exploring these practices? Maybe you're new to it, maybe you've done it for a long time, but just connecting to what really is the deeper passion, the deeper impetus, or maybe it's just a curiosity that you have to explore contemplative practice, and connecting with that for just a moment. So just connecting to that which motivates you to practice. And realizing that intention is very powerful in sustaining a daily practice. If that's one of your goals, that's where we get the greatest benefit. If we can even spend 5 or 10 minutes a day in practice, especially in the morning, it can set the tone and we can set our intention for our day, intentions that align with our deeper values. And then just taking a moment to connect to those things that might be distractions right now in your life. Things that might from the past or thoughts about the future that might be weighing heavily on your mind, or maybe it's some emotions that are challenging, or maybe it's physical challenges or difficulties. And just noticing those, acknowledging them. And for the next 40 minutes or so, just giving them permission to take a rest, knowing you'll get back to them later. But for now, there's no need to solve anything in those arenas. We can just come to a place of deeper connection with our what we call our true nature, our authentic self that is there prior to the mind coming in and creating a very complex worldview about ourselves and others in the world around us. So we'll be simplifying the conceptual mind and dropping more deeply into a quiet mind. So this beginning with 3 slow, deep breaths now. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. And on each exhale, just inviting the body to soften, soothe, and relax. Soften, soothe, and relax. Well, now we'll just begin with a brief body scan. And in the body scan, we're just bringing our attention as best we can. I'll guide us through parts of the body to just notice whatever sensations are arising there. And sometimes this can be difficult because we're often caught up into thinking all the time and not as connected to the experiences of the body. So as best you can, just noticing whatever sensation, or maybe it's a lack of sensation in various body parts. So we'll begin with the top of the head. Just feeling into the scalp, the sides of the head and the ears, the forehead. And just noticing sensations there. And dropping the attention down through the forehead, the brow, center, that area between the eyebrows, the eyes, behind the eyes, the cheeks, the lips, the chin, the jaw. And just inviting the whole top of the head, the face, and the jaw to soften, soothe, and rest. Just imagining a face like a sleeping baby, no expression, no muscular contractions at all in the face, just soft and relaxed. Soften, soothe, and relax. Begin by the jaw, the tongue, the throat, front of the neck, sides of the neck, back of the neck, shoulders. And just soften, soothe, and rest. Inviting the shoulders, the upper arms, the lower arms, wrists, hands, and fingers to soften, soothe, and rest. Again, sensing into the shoulders, dropping down through the shoulder blades, middle of the back, lower back, and just being with sensations from the shoulders down through the lower back into the hips. Soften, soothe, and rest. Soften, soothe, and rest. And fully dropping the attention down into the lower back and the hips. Sensing into that area, feeling the contact of the sits bones to the cushion, to the chair. And dropping the attention down through the upper thighs, down into the knees. And dropping the attention down from the knees through the calves, down through the shins, just feeling into the lower legs. Sensing into the ankles. Noticing sensations in the bottom of the feet. Down into the toes. And just feeling the feet grounded on the earth. Making that connection between this human body and this earth body, made up of the same elements as one body. And just taking a moment for gratitude for all that this earth gives to us freely, unconditionally. The air we breathe, the food we eat, the beauty of nature all around. And many relationships with other humans and plants and animals that sustain us. We give thanks for that. Thanks for the sunrise in the morning, the beautiful sunsets, the breeze blows the fragrant blossoms this time of year for us to enjoy that beauty of the spring arriving. We just feel that aliveness as we connect to this Mother Earth and the larger cosmos, the larger infinite universe. We are made up of stardust. Stars are in each cell. So again, just taking three slow, deep breaths, exhaling and relaxing on each exhale, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Now we'll move into our concentration or breath awareness practice. And there's many ways to work with the breath. One is to notice the sensation of the breath, traditionally in either the whole upper body, the whole torso, or the whole body even, or it might be at a particular point, the sensation of the breath in the abdomen, or the chest, or at the tip of the nose. So we can be with the breath at a level of sensation. And the original breath practice that the Buddha taught was really just a matter of being with the rhythm of the breath without getting into the tactile sensation. So that's another approach where we just notice the rhythm of the breath, like waves coming in and waves going out with each in and out breath. And we might also notice, is the breath long or is the breath short? Is the in breath shorter or longer than the out breath? So there can be a little comparison there with the breath. So whatever works for you, just being with the rhythm of the breath and noticing the length of the breath, or you can be with the sensation of the breath at the belly, the chest, or the nose, whatever works best for you. So there's some variety for different styles, different psychological types. Just choose what works for you. I am working more and more with just the rhythm of the breath. Be a powerful practice. So if you'd like to try that, we'll just begin by noticing the in-breath and noticing the out-breath. So just being with the breath in whatever way works for you, noticing moment by moment the breath's movement through the body, whether rhythm or sensation. You may notice moments when the mind wanders from the breath, the attention has wandered. In that moment of waking up, remembering our intention to be with the breath, we congratulate ourselves that we've woken up, and then we gently return our attention back to either the rhythm of the breath or the sensation of the breath, all the way in, all the way out. You might even notice pauses between breaths, so we're becoming very intimate with the experience of breath in the body. We're not forcing the attention, we're just kind of riding the waves of the breath, not focusing down with rigidity or a lot of energy. It's just in a relaxed manner, being with the experience or the rhythm of the breath. Just resting in the breath. Now, if your mind is particularly busy, a method you can use for a bit to kind of stabilize attention, you can drop it once the attention feels stable. But if the mind is really busy this evening, you can, at the end of the in breath, silently count 1, and at the end of the out breath, 2. You can do that 1, 2, 1, 2 count for a few minutes until you feel there's some settling of the mind, settling of thoughts, and then we can drop back just to being with either sensation or rhythm. It's a method to help stabilize attention a bit when there's a lot of energy or agitation in the mind and body. Just resting in the breath. Nothing to do, nowhere to go, no problems to solve in this moment. Just resting. When the mind wanders, and we notice that, congratulating ourselves for waking up the wandering mind, and then gently returning the attention back to the breath. It's typical when we sit in practice, especially in the early practice, there can be a sense of the body being separate, being this awareness is inside the skin encapsulated body of ours. And these teachings really begin to connect us to a deeper reality that the depth of what we are is pure awareness, which has no location, it has no center, no periphery. It's kind of hard for the ego mind to understand. But to support that dissolving and softening of a rigid ego that is quite dualistic in seeing I'm here and the world is out there, as we exhale in our breath practice, just imagine that exhale, that air mixing with the space in front of us that connects us to the larger space of the room. And with that mixing, there can be a softening of this rigid sense of self. And we begin to experience a more expansive self that is really connected to pure awareness. And again, that awareness, as the contemplatives talk about, has no center, no periphery, no beginning, no end, but is at the root of our true nature, what's often covered over by the ego. But as we settle and quiet ourselves, we can come into contact with this deeper primary nature of the self, pure awareness. So being with the breath practice and this having a sense of the breath dissolving in the space in front of you as you exhale. Dissolving into the space in front of you, mixing with the air in the room. As the breath mixes into the room, the sense of the self expands. The sense of a separate body softens, and our whole experience mixes with the space of the room. It's dissolving the breath in front of the exhale there, just a little bit in front of the body. With each exhale, the sense of the separate self softens, widens, and becomes infinitely inclusive of all space and time. Just letting go and relax and rest on each exhale. We'll move into a practice of what we call the four immeasurables, the compassion practices, and they include a practice of love, compassion, joy, and equanimity. We'll begin with loving kindness practice, the love practice. So this bringing your attention now into the center of the chest, into the spiritual heart area. And softening into the chest there. And we'll begin by offering ourselves wishes of loving kindness. And just sometimes there's resistance to this. Oftentimes we're reluctant to be gentle with ourselves, to extend kindness. So this is a practice that takes time to deepen into. But do the best you can with it and just notice whatever, maybe there's an embrace of it, maybe there's resistance. Either one, just noticing them, not grabbing onto each one, but just noticing how the mind body responds to these phrases of loving kindness. So I'll begin now. May I be happy in this moment. Really taking that into the heart. May I be happy in this moment. May I be safe. May I be safe. May I be healthy. And that health can be at the level of the mind, the emotions, the body, the spirit. May I live with ease. May I be happy and joyful in this moment. May I be healthy in mind, healthy in body, healthy in spirit. May I know inner peace and peace in all my relationships. May I be free from suffering and free from the causes of suffering. And now this shifting to an image in the mind's eye, someone that you care about a lot, a friend, maybe it's a pet, and we'll extend loving kindness to this being as well. Just bringing a being into your mind's eye, into the heart. May you be happy and joyful in this moment. May you be healthy in mind, healthy in body, healthy in spirit. May you know inner peace and peace in all your relationships. May you be free from suffering and free from the causes of suffering. May you live with ease. And now we'll shift to compassion practice and just bringing into your heart area, into your mind, heart mind, someone in your life who's struggling right now. It might be even someone you don't know well, but maybe it's something in the community or in the news, someone who's in pain or suffering at a distance. And just feel your heart connect to that suffering, not in sadness, but in care or wish to heal their suffering, to alleviate their suffering. We offer these phrases. May you be free from suffering. May your pain be eased. May you find peace. And as we connect to this being, just allowing compassion to arise naturally from your heart and theirs as they connect to this offering. May you be free from suffering. May your pain be eased. May you find peace. May you be free from suffering. May your pain be eased. May you find peace. And now moving on to the third of the four immeasurables. And this is empathetic joy, celebrating in the successes of others. So bring to mind in the heart someone who's doing really well, someone experiencing joy, success, or peace in their life right now. And let yourself just rejoice in their happiness, free of any comparison. Just a heartfelt celebration of their joy or success or the peace they're now experiencing. And we extend these words. I'm happy for you in this moment. I'm genuinely happy for you in this moment. May your joy continue and flourish. May your happiness grow. I'm genuinely happy for you in this moment. May your joy continue and flourish. May your happiness grow and blossom. And just notice what it feels like to extend this joy to someone and how that joy nourishes your own heart, how it uplifts your own mind and heart. I'm genuinely happy for you in this moment. May your joy continue and flourish. May your happiness grow and blossom. And our final of the four measurable practices is equanimity. And so now we bring our mind to a situation or person where you feel helpless, conflicted, or uncertain. Bring your mind to a situation or person where you feel helpless, conflicted, or uncertain. And I'll repeat these phrases. May I accept things as they are, knowing they can be no different in this moment. May I be at peace with what I cannot control. And all beings are the owners of their actions. And just letting go of fixing or judging, and just rest in spacious presence, open, compassionate, and wise. May I accept things as they are in this moment. May I be at peace with what I cannot control. All beings are the owners of their actions. May I accept things as they are in this moment. May I be at peace with what I cannot control. All beings are the owners of their actions. And finally, we'll close the Four Immeasurables practice with extending loving kindness to all beings. And just have a sense of expanding this kindness and love and compassion, joy and equanimity in all directions, in front of you, behind you, above you, below you, to the left, to the right, just radiating out throughout the entire universe. May all beings be happy and joyful in this moment. May all beings be free from suffering. May all beings rejoice in goodness. May all beings live in peace. May all beings be happy in this moment. May all beings be free from suffering. May all beings rejoice in goodness. May all beings live in peace. And just rest now in the vastness of the heart as we radiate out kindness and compassion and joy to all beings, equanimity to all beings. And this returning to the experience of the breath in the body. Feel the body sitting. If there's any stillness or calmness in the body, just connecting to it. Just closing with words for ourselves. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be peaceful. May I be free from suffering. Now close with a reading by Donna Falls, and then we'll open it up if there's any questions or comments from the group. This reading is called Let It Go. Let go of the ways you thought life would unfold, the holding of plans or dreams or expectations. Let it all go. Save your strength to swim with the tide. The choice to fight what is here before you now will only result in struggle, fear, and desperate attempts to flee from the very energy you long for. Let go. Let it all go and flow with the grace that washes through your days, whether you receive it gently or with all your quills raised to defend against invaders. Take this on faith. The mind may never find explanations that it seeks, but you will move forward nonetheless. Let go, and the wave's crest will carry you to unknown shores, beyond your wildest dreams or destinations. Let it all go and find the place of rest and peace and certain transformation. It's a powerful teaching in the practice of not knowing. The rational mind always wants to find solutions which are useful at times, but often it's also helpful to let go of our past patterns and past solutions, opening to the present with an open mind, with a curious mind. And in that space, new inspiration, new insights, wisdom has the possibility to arise. So thank you all for coming tonight. And we've got a few minutes left. And if anybody has any questions or comments, if you'd want to put on your video, that's fine. You don't have to. And I just open up the floor. And if there are no questions, we have a few announcements to close with. So we have one more class after this. We've had 8 months, and so there'll be one more in May. And then we're going to take a break for a little bit. And as you probably saw in your email, we'll be sending probably on a monthly basis some guided practices and information to kind of support you over the summer until we reconvene in the fall. Well, thank you all for being here tonight. And I think, Deborah, you have some slides to share. So again, thank you for supporting and coming to this program that's sponsored by the Unitarian Universalist Community Church in South Portage on Shaver Road. You receive emails from us, and there is a link in there for if you would like to make a donation, or as you can see here, there's an online giving can be contacted through the tinyurl.com/donate to UUCC, but you do have that link in your email, so it's there. I think you probably received one recently. And we have a few things coming up. There's an emotional intelligence workshop with Darby Fetzer. She's a trainer in this area of emotional intelligence for many, many years. And transforming the way we gather will be the theme. It will be on May 8th from 7 to 8:30 p.m. And that will be on Zoom. If you're interested, you can go to our website at the bottom of the page there, uucommunitychurch.org, and find additional information there. We also have the sister group, Hope for Creation, is providing some workshops on climate grief sharing circles. There's going to be a couple of them, one in May, and there'll be another one in June. The first one is Thursday, May 1st, 6:30 to 8 at the Skyridge Church for the Brethren. And it should be very, very good on really dealing with the challenges of the emotional challenges. And, if you have children, grandchildren, supporting them, because many are under a lot of stress at this time around the challenges of climate change and what that will mean for their lives. We also have a 30-day sustainability challenge that's going on. We're in week 2 of that. We're continue a while longer. If you, again, go to our website, and it gives you ideas for how to live more lightly on the earth, including being healthier in your diets, growing more plants in your yard for pollinators, just living lighter on the earth, which reduces probably your impact, and also typically reduces the stress of always having to buy stuff and fix stuff. If we have less, we can actually live happier and more simply. Wild concept for our day and age. And then there's, if you have kids or know people with kids or grandkids, Open House Theater is a group that works through our church, and they're going to have a summer kids camp August 18 through the 22nd. It's a wonderful program, very reasonably priced at $50. And I think there's some tuition assistance if that's a problem. And it will be 9 to 4 every day at our facility in Portage, Michigan on South Shaver Road at 10441 Shaver Road. So many things to choose from, and hopefully some of those connect with you. And our next gathering will be, I don't know when, but probably the second week of May. The May 14th, is it? May 12th. Okay. So we'll see you again in a couple weeks, and wish you well. Have a nice evening. Namaste.